I guess I became a tech geek girl, really early on, actually. I got told that I couldn't do electronics because I was a girl, and I think that was it wanted to spur me on to kind of prove them wrong, really. And now I'm really lucky where I'm running my own business. I've previously worked with really technical background. I've built radio studios for a living at one point, and now I can give back and be able to help other women either go into technology or those that are already in it to be able to help that way as well. I personally don't think that video games cause violence. I think it's got a lot to do with certifications of gaming, just like you would do in the cinema, you know. The age restrictions there for a reason, and so if parents are, 90% of parents are actually with their children when they're buying the games, and if they're buying the appropriate games for the age group, I don't think there's necessarily a problem. I mean, when we actually look at gaming, sort of 45% of it is actually, adults. The average gamer these days is actually 35. So in terms of, the violence that's attracted, I think we get to an age where, you need to have that element of common sense, really. If you're watching something, it's that understanding that it isn't necessarily reality. And once you've got to 18, you're making that decision for yourself. But then also there's that element of the certifications for those people who are under 18. I think there's lack of women in the gaming industries, but I also think there's lack of women in technology in general. In the gaming industries, women in the UK represent 19%, which is really low. The average in the UK for the workforce is 45% women. So, we're really not hitting the bar at all in terms of gaming. Why? I think it's a multitude of reasons. In 2014, Gamergate happened. It was a big thing where there was lots of people calling out online, people who were being derogatory towards women in gaming, and also trying to, make journalists that were being sexist and unethical in the way that they were broadcasting and writing their content, and trying to make it a little bit more representative and diverse. So I think it's got a bit of a bad name, gaming, for being quite sexist in the industry. But things are changing, I mean, we've got lots of Women in Gaming awards now that are being run by New Bay Media. There's also platforms out there that are specifically for female gamers to kind of interact with each other, share ideas, and be able to communicate. So I think times are changing, but I think there's a lot that we need to do to be able to get more women in gaming. There's about 42% of UK gamers that are actually female. So it'd be really great to get more females actually working in the industry. The percentage of women actually working in the gaming industry at the moment is really low, but it's also even lower in terms of technical roles. So you'll find that women will be in more business development management roles rather than actually technical side of things. So what would be really great is if we can kind of support women into the more technical roles so that they're actually producing the ideas. If we've got more sort of female-led gaming environments, women enjoy gaming differently than men. It's, we would prefer more casual gaming. So you'll see that there's differences in the way that we game. And so it would be really great for women to be at those, decision points where the ideas are coming up in the first place, really, because then they will be female-led. Then that's going to be more representative in the industry, and we'll maybe have less Lara Crofts in the future and more casual gaming that's for women, but not necessarily making it all pink and fluffy and going the opposite way as well.